Blessed ones of the nations of the world. One more time, that's your brother Dan Moses or say Yao Sakotie of TRC Ghana, coming to you with the continuation of our exposés, Testimony, New World Disorder, with this part 154, What to Do, being recorded around almost midnight of the 8th of August 2022. Akwaba to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. We have word expose parts 152, 153, and this is 154, What to Do. From 152 and 153, we have gotten to know how dead conscious these tribalists are. Nana Addo Akufo Addo, who held Rawlings as his arch enemy, and due to vindictiveness and hatred, certainly laid a trap for Jerry John Rawlings and eventually got him killed through medical terrorism. And he's so conscienceless to have openly, just last week, before the people of Ghana, desiring the wife of Jerry John Rawlings, and in an open abomination before the eyes of Ghanaians, dancing with her to a song, Ragum Ragum Zo, Samala means so mwe. All that Nana Addo Akufo Addo is shamelessly trying to tell the world. I have killed your husband. It was a long time plot to get him killed. I've killed him. But now my ulterior agenda is, if I should lay hands on you, I will sex you up in a brutal cloud-9 sex to the point that you will have no choice than to hang your pants at your heel and flee through the skies. Humanity and the nations of the world, Akwaba to the program, Testimony, the World Disorder. That is the kind of dead conscience being that the world is dealing with. He is called Nana Addo Akufo Addo. He's the man that I was supposed to have been under the same roof, the same auditorium of Reverend Dr. David Nabemado, Tema Community for Assemblies of God Church, in November of 2018. And because he holds me as his arch enemy, just before the program started, it has been announced that he is coming for the program. But they're getting to know that I am at the program. Quickly about it, changed his mind, refused to show up because he cannot be under the same roof with his enemy, his arch enemy whom he seeks to kill. 1 month after, under 1 month from that day that I was supposed to meet with him in the church of Reverend Dr. David Nabemado, he orchestrated and get him barbarously murdered in a contractual killing. Humanity and the nations of the world. Akwaba to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. In What to Do, we are going to John chapter 11. Humanity and the nations of Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, Israel, Palestine, all ye of the human race. In What to Do, what we need to do is to understand that the devil is not our friend. His work is to kill, to steal, and destroy. And your killer is not your friend. He or she that is purposed to kill you and to destroy your life is not your friend. Therefore, when you have to make any decision concerning your killer, you have to make it quick and remove yourself from the death trap. Otherwise, because your killer doesn't go back on the decision to get you killed, he or she shall get you killed. So what to do is to understand that your killer is not your friend and is your enemy. And if you have to remove yourself from him or her, you have to do it and act quick. Otherwise, they'll get you killed. Nana Addo Akufo Addo and the tribalist set a Christian, a Judaist, an Israeli, and a Muslim up under the same roof, that we battle and kill each other, and set the Christian world, the Islamic world, the Judaist world, the Middle East and the Palestinian area aflame. Israel set the place up aflame, so that by so doing they sit and rejoice in glory. Their ulterior agenda was to destroy, to kill, to have blood flow. But that did not stand, because God helped me. It is now time for the innocent Muslim and the Judaist to be rescued. And we need to act, and act fast, and not allow the enmity, seed of enmity sown by Nana Addo Akufo and the criminal minds through set up marital relationship lead to blood feud and the destruction of the life of the Muslim and the Judaist. So we need to act, because the killers don't go back on their plots. Let's go to John chapter 11 verse 45. Jesus was supposed to have shown up when Lazarus was sick. According to the divine purpose of God, Jesus did not show up. When the time was up for him to show up, even those who were supposed to stand with him and to encourage him tried to tell him, to put hindrances in his way. But God chose that the one that we least expect to have that courage and faith to stand with Jesus stood with him, doubting Thomas. When the time, let us go that we may all die with him. Eventually Jesus got there. The family that he had visited, Mary, Martha, they all started accusing Jesus. If you were here, our brother had not died. It's not about if I were here. I was working according to the timing of God, and I'm here. The solution is here. So it's not about whether I should have come earlier or not. They do not perceive that the answer is here. They were talking about resurrection and the future. When life was standing before them, they were talking about life after death. You understand? Okay. Eventually, Jesus made them to understand that to take yourself and I to bring the miracle that you want to see to completion. Ever since my Father created the world, everything that he had done after the 7th day, he had done it through me. Since I came and I was walking amongst you, I have made you to understand that I don't do anything of my own. I bond with my Father and we get it accomplished. So I will partner with you and get the resurrection work on Lazarus complete. We saw how amazing it was. Lazarus, come forth. Now, loose him and let him go. Lazarus himself had to go. Now, let's see what follows. The man did nothing wrong for raising the dead back to life. But let's hear this. Then, many of the Jews which came to Mary, the Jews that you are reading, is just there for you to know that it happened amongst the people. Put the tribalist of Nana Addo Akufo Addo's government. You can put those in your neighborhood that seek to kill you. You understand? Don't let your mind be on the Jews as people seeking to kill any. Now, your situation is what the Bible is talking about. So I read. Then many of the Jews which came to Mary and had seen the things which Jesus did believed on him. But some of them went their way to the Pharisees and told them what things Jesus had done. Some of them. Okay. Then gathered the chief priests, plural. Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees, a council, and said, What do we? For this man doeth many miracles. He has raised the dead from life. He doeth many miracles. He has changed water into wine. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him, and the Romans shall come and take away both our place and our nation. We shall end here and continue. Now, from what you have read, the man has raised the dead back to life. Religious leaders, not market women, not artisans, not laymen in the street, people in authority have taken counsel that, our craft is endangered. We are all not safe now because of the amazing miracles that this man is doing. We better find means and finish him. If we don't do that, he will come to take our place. And besides he coming to take our place, the Romans will come and take over our nation as well. Ghana, America, Europe, Asia, Australia, and the nations of the world. This is the man that has raised the dead back to life. And who was the solution to their problem? He helped the problem to be solved. And yet, wicked men, religious leaders, took counsel together to get him killed. Announcement. That decision that was taken to kill Jesus, they never went back on the decision. They killed him. Did you hear that? They killed him. God allowed it to be so, that you understand that when it comes to your killers making decision to get you killed, your killers seeking your destruction, your killers seeking your death, whether they are in your community or in the church, in the mosque, in the synagogue, in the academic institution, and they intend cutting short your life, you have to escape to cadence, flee to the rock of your salvation, and don't tarry. Otherwise, they get you killed. Akufo to the program, Testimony, Evil Disorder. Last week Friday, I had called on us that we need to act and act quick, because what actually the UN Secretary General was saying, that the world is a single miscalculation away from nuclear war. That is actually very diplomatic, but the truth is that mistake was made as far back as yesterday. Nana Addo Akufo and his administration, supported by Joe Biden, wanted to set Israel, the Christian world, the Palestinian world, the Islamic world aflame by putting this African, this Christian, together with a Muslim, wonderful brother, together with a Judees, perfect-hearted Israeli, that we battle each other, destroy each other's life, to seek blood feud in Israel, Palestine, and the Islamic world, Middle East, as a diversionary tactic to the evil being pursued against humanity. And as we go on this very week, you shall understand that how that triggered the indiscriminate coup d'etat, the evil of Nana Addo among West African nations, Burkina Faso, Guinea, Mali, have told us that the wonderful Muslim, the family was a Burkinabe family. We shall go into that, but in order that we get the need for us to act and act quick, let's understand this. In 2011, I had come to Ghana with my two innocent children. And the US undercover agent, Michaela. Before I came down with her, she had plotted from the United Kingdom, from Canada, and Ghana with CIA operatives, the terror network members of Nana Akufo, that in Ghana they shall get me assassinated. She will take my children back to America. When I arrived in Ghana, just before the very week to my arrival, there was a former president that went to the castle to go meet my father, my president, and my friend, His Excellency John Ivan Fifi Atanels. Wicked political forces, religious forces, must mount unthinkable pressure on His Excellency John Ivan Fifi Atanels, because they have heard the amazing thing that God, by this African, has wrought in America. God, by this African, has set the first person of color on the throne of America. The undercover agent is hunting down the life of the African to get me killed, and nothing gets in the way of that. So they had to mount pressure on the administration of His Excellency John Ivan Fifi Atanels to give me out, to get me killed. Otherwise, just like we read from it, the Romans will come and take them. America will come and do to them like they do to Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and get them killed. Give our own citizen Ghanaian over and let us kill him in this land. They made that decision. They never went back on that. Barack Obama, Joe Biden, with the CIA, the new terrorist on the 6th of April 2011, they executed that murder agenda against him. Before that, a week to that, in the residence of my own uncle, Nana Daniel Pokweji, whom the undercover agent set him up and eventually got him killed. In the residence of my uncle in Kumasi, this undercover agent, around midnight, she was caught red-handed, dating a so-called preacher, Paul Ambene, CIA operative, in their plot to seek my destruction. At the residence of her in-law, she was caught red-handed. After that, she took my children to US, plotted with Paul Ambene, some preachers in Ghana, so-called CIA operatives, the new terrorism, and they sought to lynch me and got me kidnapped. They never went back on their plots. They were determined, they have been determined since 2006, almost 17 years, to get me assassinated. The God of the Bible says, no, I'm telling you this, that we need to act and act now. We should not waste time. Now listen. Before the recording of these exposés, 8th of August 2022, I sent a WhatsApp message to a brother in another city, Tema. This is the winner. I've alerted him about the fact that I'm about to start the expose, because what happens is the tribalists that operate this secret terror cell, the moment I start the recording, they are able to put total blackout on the whole city just to sabotage the. So I had to alert him in advance that I'm starting to record, so that should they do that, then the world will know that at least that witness will be there, that this is how diabolical they are being to the whole community because of their hatred for me. I started to record part 152. I got done and I recorded part 153. And then I sent a message to another WhatsApp message to the brother through my cell phone that I would take a reflection moment and then record the part 154, this part, what to do. So after giving that information to the brother, because my cell phone has been hacked by the tribalist and the new terrorist of Nana Addo, within the matter of minutes, they put total blackout on the whole town just to prevent me from recording this what to do. Akufo to the program Testimony in the World is Humanity and the Nations of the World. After putting the blackout on the host, I sent another message to the brother that this is shameful evil that has been done to the whole community, destroying their businesses and punishing the people of the neighborhood because of hatred for me. To the shame of the destroyers of electrical power supply to the neighborhood, the ECG, Electricity Company of Ghana, and the tribalists, when the message has been passed, they have been exposed through my phone too. But the brother, within a matter of minutes, they turned the lights back on. So what I had to do is, I decided to start posting the exposés, part 152 and part 153, ahead of time. This is coming on for Tuesday, the 9th of August. So I started on the 8th, around after a little bit after noon. I started recording. I started posting them because usually what the ministry Osla Owusu, the witch, Dampare, the tribalist, and full bribe-taking IGP of Ghana, Kandapa, the tribalist, what they do by operating this terror cell is they use the huge technology and intelligence of the state behind them, and they sabotage my posting all night. So before you see these exposés every time, it has taken me over 12 hours. I stay up all night. They retard the speed of the internet to make sure that they are depriving me of sleep all night. So I have to take advantage of I have to perceive as to how they are orchestrating to shut the electrical power supply, and then start with them making the exposés, posting them as early as noon on Monday, so that by maybe evening, in the night time, they would all be posted, and I would have finished recording this as well. But however, just before the part 152 was completely loaded, the evil mind, the tribalists, again put total blackout on the whole to just sabotage the loading of the exposés. So I sent another message to the brother that this is their shame. They have no conscience. I sent another message to the brother within the matter of minutes of me sending the message to the brother that they have sabotaged the posting of the exposés. The terror network members of Nana Addo Akufo, the tribalist government of Nana Addo, Osla Owusu the witch, IGP Dampare, the criminal, Kandapa, they orchestrated the networking, and the minutes of me exposing them through my cell phone that they have shut down the electrical power supply to sabotage the video exposés. Immediately, they dispatched fully armed policemen with guns, weapons, 2 of them, to infiltrate the home in a plan with foreign criminals that have been planted at the home. To infiltrate the home, to come seek violence against me, to get me assassinated. We remember on the 30th of June 2021, the same Osla Owusu Kandapa and James Opon before Dampare with the Montgomery County Police. Joe Biden, he acted this stupidly through the Montgomery County Police, nearly got me assassinated and the result being the loss of the life of the Haitian president, Ghana, America, and the nations of the world. I want us to understand that as far back as 2006, these coward secret killers have purpose to end my life. They have abducted my children for the past 12 years and over. They have purpose to take me out of life. Today, if God had not come in, they would have sought to spare my blood. They were seeking bloodshed, which took place in Haiti. One more time, through this hole. America and the nations of Ghana, it is now time for us to act. We are not wasting time. My killers are not my friends. Nana Addo Akufo, Kandapa, Osla Ousu, all their family members, all the appointees of Nana Addo Akufo, their ministers, their cabinet ministers. We are calling for global financial sanctions against every one of them, destroying their finances, making sure that we are rendering them pest without a pest one. We are destroying their businesses, making sure that they have no place in the land of Ghana and no place in any part of the world. They intend to kill me. We cannot tarry anymore. We have to act and act quick. Now, beside that, we are letting them know that we are not playing. Therefore, as soon as from this 9th of August 2022, we are telling God we don't have the bullets and the guns that they send the police to come seek my assassination here on the 8th of August. But we have the name of the Lord. We have the Lord God Almighty. We are telling God that if Nana Addo Akufo, if any member of their government, if Osla Ousu, if James Opon Kandapa, if IGP Dampare, if any institution have been made to take a bribe from the US government to get me killed and to make my children the reward for crimes. The reward for crimes. We are telling the avenging God. We are not using any weapon. That God. Raise your avengers, just like you raised them from Colombia. Raise them from the nations of the world. If they have taken any bribe money, God, send your avengers after Nana Addo Akufo here in Ghana. Send it after his family members. Send the avengers after Kandapa. Send the avengers after their family members. Send the avengers after Osla Ousu. Send the avengers after Dampare. Wipe them out in the land of Ghana. If they choose to flee Ghana to any nation with their family members, wherever they go on the surface of the earth, the avengers of God, through the human race, should go after them and destroy them before they succeed in getting me destroyed. 17 years. They have sought to kill me. God has spared my life. I can't wait any longer. When they decided to kill Jesus, they killed him. They decided to kill John Lawrence, they killed him. These are there for us to see that we don't make mistake about our killers. We shall end here. We are acting and acting at United Nations. This is where Nana Addo Akufo have brought it. We are not taking any bomb. We are destroying their finances, just like they have done to me, until my children are set free. Beside that, we are calling on God's avengers in Palestine, Israel, Russia, China, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, United Kingdom, and the nations of America, Ghana. All of us, we are God's battle axe. With us, he pulled down kingdoms, and the kingdoms of darkness, wicked. Oslausu Dampare Kandapa, Bawumia, all of them. Nyamin say Wonen Sano. God bless you. And God bless my homeland, Ghana.